You know, the biggest problem that I had going into the HTC program was that I didn't know what my problem was. I really didn't. I'll tell you a quick story, but about 1.5 years ago, I went through the most traumatizing period of my life. After about 8 years of marriage, a painful marriage, one of which I spent 5 years in marriage counseling trying to fix, ended, and I ended up getting a divorce. You know, I had 4 kids. The thought of leaving that home was the hardest thing that to this day I ever had to do. So I really lost that will to go after my divorce. I lost so much, not just my kids 70% of the time, but I lost my home. I lost a thriving business that I had rebuilt and rebranded and grown. I lost everything. And I found myself after the fact just asking questions. Why? What am I going to do now? And, you know, I've tried every program out there. You know, I'm a big believer in Tony Robbins. He's amazing. And to this day, I still follow him. I went to Date with Destiny. Still just couldn't figure out where that fire in my belly went. Where did it go? You know, and I realized that, you know, I lost it a long time ago, even before the end of my marriage. But when that happened, when my marriage did end, it was like the nail in the coffin. It's like what completely just sunk me. And for the life of me, I was trying to figure out for about 1 year, what am I going to do next? You know, what's going to give me that fire in my belly again? And, you know, I figured, you know, I'd get into the same thing I did because I was in the product world, you know, creating product and selling it. And it's okay. I mean, I like to do that, but, you know, I still really didn't feel like I found my purpose or sense of satisfaction from that. Then I saw this little Facebook ad. Opened it up, saw this guy driving around in a Bentley. At first thought, you know, come on, really? But, you know, I'm an open-minded person. You know, I looked at that and I said, you know, there might be something here that I can learn. You know, you see, I've always been in sales my whole life too, so the thought of being in charge of my own life again and not being in a position where somebody could take my business from me again really appealed to me. You know, I would be in control of my own destiny. So that's what made me click on the little webinar button and sign up for HTC. You know, so when I joined HTC, I didn't really have too many concerns. I've invested in a lot of different types of programs. I knew I would get something out of it. You know, even if it was a bunch of stuff that I've already heard before. So that was my mindset going in. You know, I had very little expectations, so that I wouldn't be disappointed. But I gotta say, to my surprise, my mind was blown away. The first 3 weeks, I finally figured out, okay, here's my issue. This is the issue that I gotta deal with. I understood my problem. Now I just needed to fix it. So I did. I took massive action to fix it. And I did. And I gotta say, that fire in my belly is lit strong right now. And it's not just motivation. You know, I'm living it and breathing it. And feeling better than I have even before I ever even got married. You know, because didn't even realize that even before I got married and before I went through a rough marriage, I still had an issue back then too. I just didn't realize it. I never realized that I had such an issue with wealth and with large amounts of money, or dealing with people that had large amounts of money. So naturally, losing my business from my divorce, my father-in-law was a big time money person, okay? He had plenty of FU money, I gotta tell you that. And now I know why it crushed me so bad after my divorce. Because the one thing that I had an issue with even my whole life just kind of crushed me in a way. So it really made me afraid to jump back on that bicycle again and to go again. Even though I knew I have tons of ability and tons of skills to offer this world, it still held me at bay. So the results I got from joining the HTC community and working through the program have been the best results that I've gotten from any other program I've ever attended in my entire life, and I'm 41 years old. 41 years old, and I finally found that one little thing that was holding me back. There was one thing that was holding me back that I never really made that attachment to. No matter how motivated I was, no matter how much I really wanted to just, be successful. So, one thing I will encourage everybody to do: if you see an ad come across your Facebook or your computer screen, this guy in a Bentley, do yourself a favor, click the link, listen to what he has to say. You won't regret it. And if you get an opportunity to enroll in the HTC program, I would highly recommend it. It's not just a sales program. You're not just learning, tricks of the trade. It's a mind shift, and it will completely flip your world if you let it. So I appreciate you listening to my story, and HTC for life.